Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Hades 2, where tonight we're taking the aspect of Medea down to Tartarus, and we are just going to cram the whole damn thing in Chronos' mouth. So, just a little refresher: your attack stays within reach, means you don't have an attack. When you press attack, all it does is this. It just puts a little charge on your hand, and then a couple seconds later, your hand explodes, or it all goes off at once when you land your special. Now that's just like a dash punch that does almost 400 damage there. So it's pretty good overall at doing that one specific thing, but it really can only do that one specific thing. So we got to figure out how we're gonna take best advantage of that. We've got our fear dialed up to 32, a slightly different 32 than we had last time, but it still includes, unfortunately, the vow of forfeit. Yeah. Is what it is. Also hordes. So many hordes. We'll see. We'll see how we survive. We've got our purse. We've got our cat. We've got, I think, everything the way we wanted it dialed. There's nectar cooking in the pot.
Let's keep this up.
Let's do the thing.
Another possibility.
Delicious.
Crunchy.
So we do get some decent area on the attack at least. And it is processed as separate, they're processed as separate hits. So it will punch through the blue health on these enemies. Hey, Cat, maybe you could get in here and do a little something. We can make this work. It's gonna take a little bit of doing, but we can make this work.
No escape. That's a mover.
To be perfectly honest, actually, Hephaestus Burst on special might be okay with this build. We want whatever we have on attack to be something that we benefit from if you do it 4 times all at once. So just like a big attack bonus or Scorch or something like that. The thing that goes on the special, though, could be... I don't know. We'll see. Oh boy, a lot of annoying enemies out here. Keep in mind, I'm not doing the Omega, but we do still have our Omegas.
Been destroyed, and no, not seen much sign of monsters, which ain't known for subtlety. But then I heard me dad talking about how you've been dealing with the remnants here. Mayhap they're real small.
So, I don't hate Tough Gain either. Smithy Rush, of course, is always like all right. If we can get the blast recharge time on the volcanic flourish down, this might actually be good. Like, we're dealing a fair amount of damage, obviously, with our dash charge, and it would scale okay with like a percentage damage booster, but
My silver's come alive.
yeah, I'm kind of curious about this. What a moment to just completely miss the enemy. Okay. Specials launch you faster and deal 50% more damage. Obviously, Twisting Crash is very good if we plan to continue Omegaing, which we sometimes will. I guess Mega Driver is a...
Did this skull just smile?
Well, with it being the aspect of Medea, it's not even a skull. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be, honestly. These are not very good. I don't think I'm going to spend anything at all on these.
Think you're better? Prove it. Let's see whether the fates are on your side or mine this time around.
All right.
Finally.
You're so impatient.
Okay, I gotta be careful. I'm removing their shields and letting her get the kill. Cat, get up, help.
All right. Got me
There we
again
go.
somehow.
Alright, I'm taking a lot of extra damage here, just like not being careful, because I have to. But this is gonna start playing out very poorly if I don't get my shit together.
Knew you weren't finished, and you know what? Neither am I. Whatever it is you're doing now, I'm not being left out.
I mean, if you want to just come with me, honestly, the two of us working together could probably wrap this up really fast.
Sure. Just have a chat with Headmistress or Grandfather Chronos, and they'll fill you in on everything we're up to now.
Right. Meantime, anybody asks, I'm just out to stretch my legs and keep my sword arm in top form.
Huh. No extra cocoons lying around. Weird.
You seem distant, Arachne. Is everything all right? Is this about my aiding the Olympians?
Wait, what do you mean you're aiding the Olympians? I thought you said it was the other way around. They're helping you.
Same difference, isn't it? A mutual exchange. Like a friendship. There must be reciprocity. But I know this puts you in a terrible position, and I would never take your support for granted.
Well, you may know all about the gods, more than I, but it seems you have a thing or two to learn still when it comes to friendship. Even a little old spider knows that. Now have a dress.
What a weird conversation. Well, honestly, for the moment, the emerald dress might be the smart way to go, just because I put myself in a bit of a position here.
Moonlight guide you.
Oh, I know my way around.
Chance for an infernal contract? I probably shouldn't, right? Blitz on attack's not going to be any good, though. You know what? We don't have to take the contract, but we have 339 gold. We should shop, probably. Yeah, 2 seconds off that. Definitely worth it. If you buy Ash in the shop, it doesn't come with the bonus health.
Greetings to you. You must have sensed it was my blessing you received, young lady. That energy, that electricity. Why, I'm afraid there's just no hiding it.
Indeed. Well, you know, Storm Ring's not bad. Yeah, it's like the Scorch on attack, I think would be okay. I mean, if I were to take this now, would it really put me up against Zagreus? in that same, like, the fight must scale in some way, right? There's no way I'd be able to take, there's no way most builds would be able to take the thing that we had to fight through at this point. And I don't think it's worth it to try it right now. Like, let's stay on focus here. But it is interesting.
Go back beneath the earth.
Just barely not actually touch the cat. Oops.
Done.
Damage output substantial.
Heard you broke that nasty heiress from the sky. Well, serves her right. Though we could never make her stay away for good. To think she's one of Nyx's many pups. Squeeze out a big litter like that, you're liable to get a runt.
Yeah, runt. That's the word we're all thinking. You know, I don't hate glowing coal.
Whew, that's hot.
A fleeting sense of peace.
Okay.
And this makes the benefit of our dress completely unnecessary. Jeez, this is okay. There's a lot of enemies. So we're doing a pretty good job of building up a build here that doesn't rely on spending magic.
We showed them, Tula.
We don't really need to like use our omegas. And I think that's probably a good thing given the constant priming that's going on. Yeah, I'll go for this.
Thank you, Father.
Alright, 60 gold. It only took like 6 damage, I think. It's not too bad overall. I do love hearts, but I also think we probably shouldn't pass up a pair of boons this early. Yeah.
Can't they form an orderly queue?
And I think I've learned a healthy respect for the amount of area Zeus can cover with the lightning.
Why, thank you.
So attacks inflict blitz, probably not very exciting. Static shock, I guess a lot of it comes down to whether or not the like how many attacks a charged up special punch actually counts as. I'm gonna take it.
Gave up the boon of Hestia, did you? Well then, how about a quick reminder of the proper way to make a sacrifice?
Well, here we go.
Hard to tell. Couldn't really get an eye on how many lightning bolts I sent out there. Let it never be said that she doesn't put down a lot of noise as well. Where's my cat?
Let's all just take a breath.
You know, in the Zeus circles, they at least they end after the lightning hits.
That there is what I call the first degree, like letting you off with a little warning.
Okay, so gain is not super exciting given that we're, again, kind of like cooking off all of our magic. Slow Cooker and Flame Strike, I think, are both interesting. I think I'm going to take Slow Cooker.
Flame of the hearth.
That's a little bit of a shame. But I do think it probably behooves us to take the shop. Who knows?
Seeds.
Maybe we'll get lucky and... No, never mind. I was going to say maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to do both.
Another MOBA.
Just really hoping to hit another level on the blast thing.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay, Chain Lightning deals more damage and bounces more. That's pretty fun.
Salutations.
Not very good against this boss, obviously.
Steady yourself. Your grandfather Chronos, like us not, awaits beyond this very threshold, where once he stalks that clearing as our bitter enemy. How has collaborating with him been?
Unusual, I'd say. He's proven instrumental in eliminating the remnants of his past self. It must be very strange to face oneself in such a way.
How very strange indeed. But if it works, I shall not question it too much. Perhaps we'll all learn more of the mysteries of time ere this is ended. See this?
That's a pretty good start, right? We just like...
Selene smite you.
This build is very much about just like picking your moment. And ideally not missing when you have found your moment.
Now, Shade.
I really didn't think I was going to get hit by the fireballs there. They're wide. They're wider than you would expect. Oh. Okay, we managed to avoid the thing at times. That's cool. Cat, wake up. Do stuff. Where's the cat? Oh, the cat is attacking the wrong one. So I guess now we know that can happen.
I shall return to shadows hence. Trust that your eve is only beginning.
Outlasted her.
All right. Well, whatever it is that's going on with this thing, I do like the idea that basically her special is just her holding it in her hand and running at you really fast and slamming it against your face. Who needs techniques or magic or whatever? Well, you just break everybody's nose. Get equipped with a big rock.
Grandfather, what of the three fates? You truly sent them into exile without knowing where they went.
Well, yes. Another terrible mistake I dearly wish to rectify. I'm attempting to locate them in the depths of possibility, except they could be almost anywhere in there.
And I mean, have you looked in there? It's a real mess.
There must be something we can do. Are they in any danger? And don't you fear reprisal if we ever find them?
I must admit I do fear somewhat more for me than them, but my attempts to resist the workings of the fates have never been successful in the past. Should they return, I shall accept whatsoever they may have in store.
We'll figure something out.
Okay, so at this point, like, we have a little bit better of an idea what we're doing with our build, and maybe it's concave stone, or like, this wouldn't be a horrible time for Moonbeam.
This one.
I do kind of want to get my hex. I think we'll just hold on to our money.
Down I go.
So yeah, basically this is just like a stick and move build, and we spend most of our time running and trying to stay alive.
The air's thick. More cocoons. Tucked away.
I don't love starting with Ash and then also Ash. I mean, we're kind of ready to shop. We could buy a boon. I'll just take the nectar. It's fine. Or maybe not.
What's going on? How can this be?
Yeah, can you not stop your other self from doing shit like this?
This is your father's realm, as once it was.
This still can happen. There's something. This rift should open if I concentrate.
Why do you so wish to wake up from such a beautiful dream?
Ow. Stupid extra death bomb. I forgot all about it.
Such nightmares shall consume you in the end.
Like waking from a dream. Let's begin.
Okay, I feel like we've got the area cleared up pretty significantly here.
Too much squirming.
And then ashes. Are you kidding me? We're not going to see a single fucking boon or path of stars the entire time we're down here.
You're just
No, escape. Get away. Yeah, it's never over. Of course not. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
Slowed by a literally invisible fog in the area of the steam. Yeah, this miasma from the third area, just kind of wandering around at random. But it's not always visible, like when it's in the steam. Come on. The miasma is really annoying.
Got something for you.
There.
Just terrible. What an
Well, we got through.
intensely annoying set of enemies. So I have a nectar now. I really do want to make sure that I have some for Hades though. So I might just hold off on it this time.
I meant to thank you, since our woods and mountains are no longer likely to be crushed beneath the monster's foot or slithering appendages. That's been a big relief.
Oh, anytime. I wouldn't have liked being crushed that way either. Sounds like Lord Zeus and Queen Hera had some contingency in mind that was best avoided.
Our woods and mountains would have been in even worse shape then. Your ways shook father and stepmother up a bit. The power to destroy mortals and all that. But it's best they respect you. That's how you get them to be nice.
Piercing arrow fires toward any foe damaged by your Omega cast. So we're not Omega casting for obvious reasons. But this is, I think, like... I guess Death Warrant makes sense here. Vital Signs is really not very exciting. This will at least stack up on a boss occasionally. Alright, and we're gonna go after... Do I want to do this? I want to do this. We're gonna go after our Path of Stars here in a second.
That's everything.
Okay, that was a fair amount that we made there.
The welcome solitude.
Tula, catch. It's over. It's a stockfin.
In black and murky Oceanus past the border of the Underworld, the putrid waters are purified, as if to show that there, Poseidon holds no sway.
As long as his boons still work. Let us together shine this night, O moon.
The threat of Typhon now is gone to us, and yet you are ensuring with the Titan Chronos that even the possibility of such a threat cannot exist. Then so mote it be. As Silver Sisters, we safeguard the realm by all our means. Please make your choice.
Okay, you know, Twilight Curse. I do like Twilight Curse. We've seen that a fully upgraded Twilight Curse can be very powerful, even when it can't affect bosses directly. Also, honestly, the drink was helpful. Alright, hopefully that'll melt at least a few more of them. There's a lot of enemies. Not very dangerous enemies, just kind of the same charge over and over again. So my attack is still not empowered by a boon.
This should help.
I think we're going to take that. And maybe it's going to end up being covered by a boon after this, and we'll get no benefit, but like it's only 100 gold, right? Or it's only 10 gold rather.
This one, please.
I think this is the most important thing, is just keep driving this number down.
Why, hello.
I guess we're doing Nexus Rush because again we don't have any Omega resources, so it's not a terrible build. I think there's stuff going for it.
The old song and dance.
Again, we just gotta I gotta be paying attention to my own safety first and
Don't you have any
foremost.
new material yet, Skiller? You'd likely garner a much bigger audience if you had a few more songs.
Shut up! We have more songs than you can count. You're just not ready for them yet. Nobody is. Perfection takes time, lady.
But perfection is always out of reach. If you keep pursuing it, you'll never get there. You must have a work in progress you could play instead of the same old stuff.
The same old stuff? Did you just hear that, Gals? I think she meant to say your greatest hits or your all-time classics, didn't she? You just don't get it, lady. We're here to please. This one's for those of you who can't get away.
It's just like find your moment, plant a nice big attack on one enemy, hopefully completely killing them. Although not always. Get me off of that. And of course, the thing I'm talking about is just completely non-functional in actual practice. Taking tons of damage from everything. Also, sometimes my attacks are just not doing any damage, which is weird, like... Yeah, that sure appeared to be like the third or fourth time that we had an attack go directly up to her and then just stop. Thing. Unfortunately, my hex does literally nothing in this fight right now. I'm just like pressing the button out of muscle memory. Oh, you fucking asshole. I hit dash, but I just still took the damage from the projectile. Probably what happened is it exploded just before, you know, just outside of the dash or whatever. The fact that everything has an additional area component as it chases you, it's like stuff is going to find a way to hit you if it wants to hit you. Yeah, featured artist Charybdis really fucking... It sucks so much. Now we turn a couple things to sheep for the first time in a meaningful way. And then So we saw several times there where I did a
realm grows stronger.
I did a special charge and it went right up to the edge of Scylla's model and stopped, even though there was definitely still distance left in it. And the last time we took damage when it happened. Like we lost a Death Defiance to that effect just stopping short, and I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, but that really sucks.
My keepsake isn't doing any good.
All right, well, I guess let's take the concave stone now.
That one.
Money.
Closer now.
We got a pretty good shop off on the way into the fight, so it's hard to be too bad about that.
They've sealed me in.
So it replaces the boon. Like, we don't get a choice, right? It's one of them has already been onioned. Yeah.
Lumii. My favorite. Show me the way.
Given the choice, I think I would have taken the Hermes boon, so I'm not too upset about the way that turned out.
Hold still.
So far, I'm liking this new Gramps of ours much better than the mean old Chronos from before. You'll have to tell me sometime how you turned his world upside down to make him be this way. Heck hasn't said a thing.
I don't think she really knows. I'm gonna re-offer.
Let's see what else.
Tall order's probably not happening. Yeah, I really don't know what to do here. We could re-offer again and hope for like dodge or something. I think that hard target makes it, on average, hard target makes it easier to get hit, not harder, because the projectiles are just hanging around in the arena for a longer time. Quick buck is okay. Yeah, all right.
Have this. Have this. Have this. Right.
Not what I would have chosen for that fire. This is pretty rough. Boy. So it's possible we could get small paths of stars. Hold on, let me kill these things. Ha! Okay. It's possible we can get a small path of stars here, right? Because this is just showing the 3 big rewards. I'm trying to think if there's anything Zeus could give us that I would actually want at this point. Like, what would be the big thing from Zeus? Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, this is a troublesome formation of enemies.
Greater might. Grow golden once again.
Okay, just a little bit of extra max HP. Certainly not a terrible thing. Yo, for real though, fuck that guy not getting turned to a sheep until after he does his attack.
Eliminated. Better.
Ooh, boy. I think it's still the case that I don't really know what I'm looking for from Zeus. He could give us his legendary. We could get a duo that would be interesting, maybe. But like, yeah, let me go talk to Echo. Maybe Echo will have something interesting for us.
Echo, hey, about Narcissus.
About Narcissus. About Narcissus. About Narcissus.
I don't know what he was like back when you met, but he has a certain vanity about him that perhaps dulls his other senses a bit. When we speak, it's often like I'm not even there.
I'm not even there. Not even there. Not even there.
So we could get up to level 8 on this, which I think would actually be pretty interesting. Or we could buy back 2 Death Defiances. I think we gotta try to survive, right? Okay. Hopefully the hammer is gonna have something cool for us. Although, given our luck so far this run, I'm not necessarily banking on it.
More of those shades.
Okay, I hear it over here somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
Flourish and reveal my path.
Oh my god, the miasma cloud. Wow. Yeah, I hate it when enemies that can't possibly hit you just perform an attack anyway in the hopes that you will run into it. Because I do sometimes, and it's very embarrassing when that happens.
Not a chance.
Colossus Driver is probably pretty good for us here, actually. After your dash or special, your attacks are faster and have bonus power. This doesn't really work for us. So yeah, 30% less damage while charging.
Behold the Argent Skull.
I should just take 0 damage while charging, but as we've seen, I do not have the wherewithal to play that way. Trying to prioritize the dangerous enemies, and not the annoying ones quite so much, although sometimes an enemy is both things. It's crazy what those hourglass dudes will survive.
Ash of the Dead.
Pretty bummed out about the state of our hacks right now.
If there's one good thing about this war, it's that even our most reserved family members have to rise up and make themselves known. Or just make themselves known, in the case of my good son Hephaestus here.
Another one of your fine just there, Dad, and right in Witch's earshot too. Just when I thought he couldn't possibly stoop to me level, he continues to surprise.
Ooh. Your chain lightning can bounce off you and deals increasing damage to foes. Because we have the thing that increases the bounces, I think this actually is going to be a lot of damage. Just reflecting a chain lightning between me and what's his face over and over again? The dog? Yeah, it bounces up to 4 times and then an additional 3 times, right? Well, God, I sure hope I survive this fight. It will be very embarrassing if I don't.
Be safe, Lord Charon.
I mean, we hit really hard, right? I just gotta find ways to survive, which is a thing that traditionally I've had a huge amount of trouble with here. He just like holds his hands up and tracks you perfectly, and it's like, what am I supposed to do about that? He's gonna put his hands down and hit me whenever he can hit me. Oh my God. cat. Find him. Go get him. I can't even like get. I'm having a really hard time even like hitting his hitbox with some of this stuff because I'm just not allowed in close enough. It feels like. Lazy cat, get up. Do work. I hate being so close to these huge fireballs. Oh, interesting. His one attack just completely didn't happen? He was prepping some wolf heads and they just elected not to show up.
Deal, boy. That's enough.
I mean, that was not great.
Ensuring time flows freely forth apparently requires cleaning up the mired hound of hell.
That felt very strange. In previous fights, it has been possible to get right up to him. Like his actual collision box, the part you can't walk through, has seemed to be like where his body meets the ground. But in that fight in particular, it felt like there was a force field pushing me back out anytime I got like within 20 feet of that. And I'm not sure why, but it made it really hard to land the charges. It was very strange.
You're free again for now.
Well, I lost one Death Defiance and effectively... I did not lose effectively a second one. We
As
can
planned.
regain health from the fountain and we're going to figure it out. I think we're like Knucklebones here, maybe? It's Knucklebones or Tooth. Is the Knucklebone... Yeah, I'm going to take the Knucklebone. And I think it would be very wise to purchase this. And then, you know what? May as well refresh our dagger as long as my attack has nothing on it. It is very close to free.
Ground floor.
Alright, and this time we have a nectar with us, so we can try to give it to Cerberus or Dad or whatever. Honestly, maybe the three remaining slots in the keepsake cabinet that we don't know who they're for, maybe that's it. Maybe it's Persephone and Hades and Cerberus. Or maybe there's like a slot for Zagreus. Maybe you can talk to Zagreus after you defeat him, like beyond the first attempt. Because, you know, there's lots of people that you can give nectar to, but you can't do it on the first time you see them. That didn't catch him. Okay. Oh,
All quiet.
never mind. Then he chose to walk into it afterward. I am not allowed to try to give stuff to the pets. Can I give it to Boldy? Not quite.
Mother, Father, I'm so grateful to have you back in my life. We've so much to catch up on, but all the time in the world. For now, this is just a small housewarming gift.
Notice that they felt like they had to pull the volume down to like 10%. That might be a cue that music is a little too loud.
Thank you, this is perfect. Our supply back at the house has disappeared. Perhaps Chronos had a taste for it.
Nectar from the highest peaks. To think we once forbade this substance here, though that was well before your time. Thank you, daughter. And we have something here for you in turn. A small token, but a symbol of our family as well.
Please, take it.
Thank you both for this.
Okay.
How fare the renovations to the house thus far? It was looking rather far along even before I departed.
Appearances can be deceiving, as you must already know, daughter. The initial work is rather quick. Addressing the details takes much, much longer.
Especially if all the details must be exactly as before.
And why should we settle for less? Anything that we did not want changed ought to remain as we desired it.
Sounds like a big undertaking. Can I do something to assist?
Best leave this one to us, Malinui. We're pleased to see you here. Your father can administer his blessings and take his mind off of everything. Isn't that right, Hades?
Just make your choice and go, daughter.
I mean, Gigro's Dash is pretty alright.
Be well.
Thank you both. Take care, Mother.
Alright, let's try to get to Chronos in one piece here. Who is she referring to as a traitor? Like, obviously everybody here is a traitor.
And Scoop?
Not a lot of alternate exits this time.
More steps to be retraced.
I didn't aim my dash correctly. I didn't account for the knockback on the start of his attack animation. Yeah, definitely feeling the plus 60% enemies around here. I mean, so we can fight through a difficult chamber to not get a boon, so that on the other side of that we could attempt to get more boons, more gold. I think I'm just gonna go to the Chronos fight. God, these things have a lot of HP.
And now for the Titan.
Alright, let's hope that I don't regret shortchanging our Tartarus bit of our run here. I think it's got to be the mystery boon and the food, right?
Good.
I have something for you.
Just ran out of Zeus boons because they wouldn't stop trying to force them on me.
The river Styx here once again flows red, as well it had in ages past, pouring still into the Underworld's heart. Even whilst all through Tartarus, the Titan's gold yet glimmers.
Not forever, it won't.
I guess we must have destroyed all of the other boons to which we are entitled, and we don't have the ability to get a lot of support boons because of the boons that we did get destroyed. Right, we can't we didn't take any of the scorches when they showed up, so we can't get anything that has to do with scorches, so our available boon pool is quite small, and as it continues to get smaller, because of that one thing on the scroll, eventually we just ran out of people who actually could give us things that we can take. And so we have 419 gold and nothing to do with it.
Take care.
It's been a nightmare, and I don't anticipate this fight going all that well.
Hello.
How predictable. What have you done? To the father of all monsters, what have you done? Oh, he is nowhere to be found.
Such details are none of your concern, wretch. Know only that you're next. May your final moments be in pain.
You speak to me of pain. I can lock you with it for eternity. You shall come to understand it even better than I.
Caught by this. Ow.
This is my chosen form.
By the way, notice that we simply never got the Path of the Stars to which we are entitled. In addition to there being some bad luck going on, I also think this run has been weirdly bugged in a number of ways.
Such nonsense.
Fuck off. Okay, so when those guys die, they're doing a long death animation, and then they're the source of the extra red rings. Okay, that is something that I did not see when we did this fight last time. Huh. Animationless damage. Pretty solid. I've been inked. Will this work on you? Okay. See, once again, my dash going super short range for no reason really fucked me there. I see it. That's not a good place to be. Yeah, this is going very badly. He spawned so many more minions.
Thus, history repeats as it is wont to do.
He spawned so many more minions, and they seem to have so much more health. Your damage output has to be really solid, and our builds just wasn't.
How long has it been?
That stick and move do single large bouts of damage thing isn't going to work on phase 2 because he can spawn 600 healing units. It's just going to require a much better build. I mean, I'm not going to say no player in the world could have completed that fight with the build we had there, but it certainly would have taken somebody who's a lot better at the game than I am.
Where does Chronos find those blasted satyrs anyway?
You need much better sustained damage to be able to take down sustained mobile damage to be able to take down all of those healing units. Boy, we're really having a concert out here, huh?
And so I say, begone, accursed witch. I have occupied this grove for eons, long before your pitiable tent came to rest upon it.
Oh, hey, Mel. I see the two of you have met. Lord Moros, Dora speaks the truth as always. She's been here longer than I have, if you can believe it.
I can indeed, for I know an old soul when I see one. It's a pleasure to meet you, Dora. Do let me know if I can be of service in some way.
Count on it, Horns. Now then. I bid your leave. Farewell.
Farewell.
So, I probably, as for what exactly went wrong there, what could we have done better? I probably could have made some better strategic decisions around what boons I was allowing to be what boons I was allowing to be erased. I do think this weapon is just kind of it's not very interesting, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's got solid, it does a lot of damage with numbers, right? It's got a lot of numbers behind it, but it's not very interesting, and I kind of think it's not very good even with the numbers, just because of the way that it constrains your combat. You really only can do one thing, and that thing, charging directly at the enemies over and over again, isn't actually a good idea in any fight. Especially not if, you're going to get force fielded around Cerberus and... I don't know.
The song from our flight.
Yeah, she seems to be receiving quite a lot of accompaniment, and I'm not really clear where it's coming from.
I'll admit it, Apollo had a lot to do with this one, but I still like it. And it reminds me of how we all got to soar together through the sky. Join me a bit? Sing it.
It is very pretty.
All done.
Alright, well that will very probably be the end of our nectar shortage. I'm going to do that recipe at least one more time, but before I commit that, is there anything else here that we want to buy? I think I feel... So what was the other thing that wanted serpent scales? It was something else in here, right? Yeah, this. So, a gift of night. Big resources which can be claimed if enough fear is in the air. Versus re-energizing the statues. You know, I think we'll take Bounties of the Infinite Abyss.
Only the fearless are deserving of the gifts of night.
We're certainly planning to run around with enough fear.
Our cauldron.
We could do this, but there is that weapon aspect that still needs silver to level up. Nectar's Giving Palms is pretty good. And now that we have enough nectar to actually, like, fire that and have it not be a big deal. What is the other? Bones give you max magic. It requires 10 Fates fabric. I mean, we could do that, right? That's not a big deal. And then this stuff is just like be lazy with the plots. I don't really care about that.
Just checking up on you.
I will continue to buy this.
May dust of ancient bone infuse the soul.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we're getting buffs from stuff as best we can manage. Let's go ahead and make some nectar.
Power to create. This'll take a little while.
Selene indicates that you seemingly withstood the vow of rivals all the way to the end. She's not exactly prone to error, but such a claim I need to verify.
Well, I think it depends on how you define withstood.
Then consider the claim verified. I almost expected some great feast or ceremony considering all it took. Though I suppose that's not the way the Will of Night is done.
Nyx herself would say, seek to be valuable, not to be known. Selene and I at least know what you achieved. But if 'tis glory you desire, you were born in the wrong realm.
This was glory enough.
I don't know if where I was born is quite the problem.
Why don't I ever see you in the training grounds anymore? You used to let all your aggression out over there, but now it's like you're saving it for me.
Don't flatter yourself. Saving it for Chronos. And the training grounds increasingly are custom fit for you, in case you haven't noticed. From that altar to the weapons display.
I'm the only one who uses it.
Need my space.
Up and about? You and the goddess Artemis make quite a force out there, by all accounts. And you sing together beautifully at that. Olympus sent her to check up on us then, eh?
I think so, yes. But I have complete trust in her, if that's what you're wondering. She tells Olympus no more than they need to know to rest assured about our partnership.
She is by nature rather cautious, isn't she? Well, for my part, I'm pleased you have in her not just an ally, but a friend.
For my part, too.
So it doesn't seem like he's going to be willing to take anything other than nectar. I mean, we do still need to keep pushing nectar. I'm trying to figure out, like, how much do I want to take with me into the next run? And I guess, like, 2 or 3 ought to be enough, right?
My inclination is to save this for the moment of our victory, but it's good to have in reserve, in case of some emergency, you understand.
I understand indeed. And you already honor me with your friendship, Odysseus, as well as with your knowledge about how to deal swift death. Moonlight, guide us.
We'll find our way.
Ready to come out?
Alright, nothing new with Hypnos. We don't have enough discount cards. Yeah, I guess we're done over here for right now. Unless there is somebody who I can give a gift to who will do a thing that will cause time to pass.
This wasn't on the list before.
Yeah, nobody here will accept anything that will pass time, so alright, fine. What if we took Skelly to the baths?
And another thing, stand up straight.
Commander, would you be willing to accompany me to the springs sometime? We could rest our weary bones a bit.
What are you gonna do, carry me? I'm required here, young one, for these shades still require discipline. Mayhaps some other age, when all we hold dear isn't at stake.
I mean, listen, nobody was expecting a walking animation.
We feared the worst on such a terrifying night. Not so easy out there with that oath of the unseen doing its thing.
The vows do make my task more difficult, but they make me grow stronger little by little. Are you suggesting I let up?
I mean, I'm only saying if it's all too much, you ought to turn that thing back down. Nobody's judging over here. I'd rather you let up than give up.
Neither is best.
Yeah, you'd rather. Who cares what you'd rather? So,
You have done well.
let's see here. The weapons that we'll get Nightmare with for heading downward this time are the axe and the staff. And the staff does have the thirst. So perhaps that ought to be the next thought. A boost of Omega move speed and damage is not meaningless, certainly.
A fine choice.
We could try this thing. Were we successful when we used this before? One thing that kind of bums me out about the way the victories are recorded is that it just tells you what the highest fear and swiftest victory were with the weapon at all, not with each aspect individually. As I really do wish I had that information. I could go look at the record keeper and figure this out. So if I put all the Nightmare into this to level it up, it'd get us up to like, what, 25, 30... Well, 25 would be 3 levels up, so like plus 35% move speed and damage, assuming that the gain remains linear. That's... I mean, it's a buff. It's a meaningful buff. I don't know if it's worth spending all of that Nightmare on. When we do still have weapons that we don't even know how they'll be unlocked yet. Yeah, because it's going to be 2 Nightmare to go up each level until the last one, and I bet that's going to be at least 3, maybe more. I might just try to use it at 10%. Yeah, okay. The plan's going to be something like that. I'm not going to bother digging too much into the specifics right at this moment, but the plan is going to be something like that. I think that is going to be it for us for today, though. Thank you all so much for watching. It's a hard fight. The Chronos fight was not going the way I would have liked. Yeah, the phase where he summons all of the clocks, it would sure be helpful to have something like a god sent. There were a couple of different god sent hexes that are just like this. Hestia burns every enemy on the screen, or Demeter, deals damage to every enemy on the screen, and that kind of thing would probably be very helpful for keeping that in check. But like the fact that we never found another Path of the Stars and never got to upgrade our hex at all, and so we had a hex that was completely useless in boss fights, or not necessarily completely, but very close to useless in most boss fights. It certainly did not help matters. Anyway, like I said, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are headed back to Chaos again. We're going to keep trying. We'll get him. We'll get him eventually. It might actually be time to start wearing the evil eye again. We'll see. So anyway, come back next time for that and our total victory. It's going to happen. We'll see you then.